Starfield is definitely one of the most anticipated Xbox exclusive games. Yes, during E3 2021, Microsoft has confirmed that it will be indeed Xbox ecosystem exclusive, and to this day we only know minor things about the game. But last week Bethesda gave a little update on Starfield. They have released 3 videos where they went into detail about 3 different cities/planets, and with that update we learned quite a few things about what we can expect from the game. And so in today's video we are putting these new informations into perspective with a development diary and a big Todd Howard interview from 2 months ago to learn what we know so far about Starfield. Hello gamers from around the world, this is Archimedes, the video game enthusiast from Germany, with a video on one of the biggest games of 2022, and that is Starfield. As always, you can find all the links to the original sources in the description down below. But before we discuss everything Starfield, you should treat yourself and set your player to full 4K 60 FPS to get the best audio-visual experience I can deliver to you. And while you are at it, please also consider to hit the like and subscribe button and maybe even turn on the notification bell to not miss out on future content, because in case you are enjoying yourself while watching this video, I would greatly appreciate your support. Okay, but now let's dive into the latest Starfield update. The 3 videos about the 3 different cities or planets were kind of stealth dropped last week during Gamescom. Unfortunately, they didn't show any actual gameplay, but they show some concept arts about the locations of the city of Aquila, the metropolis called New Atlantis, and a city on an aquatic planet called Neon. The update was given by the design director Emil Pagliarulo. Sorry if I butchered that name, and let's hear what he had to say about the city of Aquila.
Behold Aquila City, the capital of the Free Star Collective, a loose confederation of 3 distinct star systems. The city itself is home to a variety of people, but they all have one thing in common. They believe in the sanctity of personal freedom and individuality. Aquila City is walled for a reason, and stepping outside those walls means facing the deadly Ashta, alien predators that are a cross between a wolf and a velociraptor.
So I don't know about you, but seeing that I definitely get Star Wars vibes. And I think a big takeaway from the reveal of the city of Aquila is that there will be indeed alien predators in the game. So far from the reveal trailer we have learned that the art style is kind of more realistic, with an obvious inspiration from today's NASA design. And in a previous interview with the Washington Post, Todd Howard actually said that they had in the beginning of the development the question, what's the identity of Starfield? I quote here from the interview. We struggled at first at finding Starfield's identity. We knew the style of the game we wanted, but there's so much science fiction. We didn't have that existing franchise feel. We had to create that from scratch. What do the spaceships look like? What's the tech level? What do people believe in? What year is it really set in? Well, now we know that we can actually fight alien predators, and we knew that fighting is definitely in the game. We have seen it in the trailer when the guy puts his gun down, but we also have seen it in the development diary with some motion captures for some action sequences. Well, of course we all assumed that fighting will play a big role in the game, but so far we weren't really sure if there will be actual aliens to fight and different races and such in the game, but this definitely confirms it. Starfield will have aliens and different races in the game, and when we listen to what he had to say about one of the other major cities called New Atlantis, it becomes even more clear that there are not just alien predators to fight in the game, but that there are actual different factions of different races and worlds. So let's have a listen here.
What you're looking at here is the spaceport of the city of New Atlantis, the capital city of the United Colonies, or UC, the most powerful established military and political faction in the game. The city is a true melting pot, and its residents come from every race, creed, and ethnicity. In a lot of ways, New Atlantis is a true reflection of the future of our world.
Okay, there you go. Obviously there are cities out there that belong to different factions, but there are different groups that have different interests, and let me be frank here, when I heard that I got kind of like Mass Effect vibes. If we think about what made Mass Effect so great, it is that we had those different races, these different colonies that were kind of intertwined, and we got to make a lot of decisions and pick sides. Well, and since Todd Howard himself described Starfield as Skyrim in space, I think the statement from the development diary of Todd Howard makes even more sense.
In it, we invite you to join Constellation, the last group of space explorers. It's a next-generation role-playing game where you'll be who you want, go where you want, experience our stories, and forge your own.
So Starfield is that game where we will be able to play that crafted main mission from Bethesda, but we will also be able to shape the story ourselves, create our own story. And to some degree we had that already in Skyrim, where you had the main storylines, but you could also open up complete different story branches. And if we combine that with the new information about different factions and cities and races in Starfield, I'm definitely having now a mix of Mass Effect and Skyrim in my mind. But let's see what else we learned about the third city called Neon.
What you're looking at here is the pleasure city of Neon. The Xenofresh Corporation built a giant fishing platform on a rather nondescript aquatic world. They wanted to catch fish until they discovered a fish with psychotropic properties. They could make way more money selling a drug than they could fish. That drug is Aurora and is legal only on Neon. People come from all over to experience it and everything else Neon has to offer.
Okay, this is the third planet that they revealed, and it is the city where different factions will be able to get their drugs. And usually where there is drugs, there's also a lot of other shady stuff going on. The world design itself is an aquatic planet, and I think this is the typical area where you get a lot of side quests and whatnot. Now, all of that combined, we already get a pretty good idea on how the world will be set up. We already know that in the game we will be joining the last group of space explorers called Constellation, and so far we know that we will be exploring different planets with different kind of biomes. We will meet different alien races, meet different factions and groups, and probably are going to make a lot of choices which ones to join and which ones to fight. But with that I want to wrap it up. Since Skyrim and Mass Effect are one of my most beloved games ever, I'm really excited for Starfield. I don't think people realize how big Starfield will actually be. Look at how big Fallout 4 or Skyrim were, and Skyrim is still selling like crazy, that's why they release it over and over again. And now consider the time that Todd Howard had to create this game. Consider the technology the game will be running on, PC and next-gen consoles only, and what it makes possible in a science fiction game. Giant planets to explore, seamless space travel, way more simulation of physics and AI, and that all is wrapped up in a completely new engine, the Creation Engine 2.0, which looks amazing so far from what we have seen. So yeah, November 11th 2022 is definitely going to be a big day for Xbox, since on that day a huge and very immersive RPG is going to drop into the ecosystem, and I can't wait to learn more about the game along the way. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you want to support the channel even further, you can become a channel member and get early access to my videos and custom made badges and emojis. But I want to thank everyone who supports this channel in any kind of way. You guys are awesome and make this channel to what it is. But now let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about Starfield? Are you getting Mass Effect meets Skyrim vibes too? And besides here on YouTube, you can also hit me up on Twitter, where I share a lot of opinions and gaming discussions. But for now, thank you very much for watching, I see you the next time, and game on!